Welcome once again to PokerSites.com, and in this comparison project we do the big two, PokerStars versus Full Tilt Poker. So let's dive right into it. This is the lobby for Full Tilt Poker, and since they upgraded it, it got a little bit bigger so you can kind of see the whole thing here. And we'll just bring up the main area, and you can see that the filtering area has become pretty much the best in the business, and there's a really nice aesthetic value, and the layout's just really nice. You can even do favorites. If you click on that, it'll bring up ones that you can add as a favorite. So you've had certain tables or certain sit-goes or certain tournaments that you want, you can always be there, which is a really great convenience. Ring games, you can just look right away and see all the different games that you can find. You'll notice that some of these are in red. That's because a professional is playing at that table, so that's kind of a cool feature, especially when guys like Phil Ivey are playing. And overall, Full Tilt's got a ton of traffic. Right now, 85,000 players. This is during peak hours. And you're looking at the #2 site, and a lot of people feel it might be the #1 site in terms of the overall experience. Let's take a look at one of the tables. Let's go to the high stakes game here. So we bring that up, and there's two different views you can do. This is the racetrack. This is pretty much standard if you want to do something like with a HUD, it comes with a bunch of different backgrounds. The other options you have is to go to the classic view, and that displays this kind of thing, and there are avatars that I've actually turned off. Let me turn them on, and you can choose all these different types of avatars, and maybe that's something of interest to you. I think most regulars will just turn it off and be annoyed by it, but you know, there's a lot of variety here. So it's done in vector graphics, so you can really resize this and not lose anything in terms of quality, which is a really good thing. Full Tilt does a great job with the tournaments. They've got their popular F-Tops, Face the Ace, all sorts of events running all the time. They do have quite a few guarantee tournaments, and there's just a ton to do. One really cool thing I like about it is that if you double click, you bring up the lobby, it always lists the upcoming satellites if there's anything running for any of those. So again, a super cool feature. And that's basically a nice quick overview of Full Tilt Poker. Let's take a look at PokerStars. So here we are at PokerStars. You'll notice that there's quite a few more players at PokerStars. Right now there's 230,000 players. Again, peak hours, and right now the WCOOP, which is their big tournament series, is going on. So there's a bit more than usual right now. The lobby is resizable, as you can see here, and this is the black theme. There's another classical theme, which isn't as cool in my opinion. There's lots of filters, as you can see, all the different tabs. It's really laid out very well, and very easy to find exactly what you're looking for. And let's move this up a little bit so you can see that a little bit better. There's a ring game filter, and you can get down to some of the more nittier, grittier kind of filters to really bring up the kind of games that you're looking to bring up. Looking at the table, let's bring up this huge cash game that's going on here. 25-50 blinds. We see some of the superstars right now of online poker here. And this is the classic table, I would say. And there's a lot of different things that you can do here with your options. And then you can even change your deck. That's not too interesting. And then more importantly, you can change your theme. And this is the thing that PokerStars does that nobody else does really well, and that's include just a ton of themes and layouts that you can have to make it exactly what you're looking for. Some people like all this fancy stuff. Some people, you know, like to download their own themes, like I've done here. So it gets real interesting and fun. But this is the classic view, and although the animation is kind of a little clunky at this point, it's very straightforward and very easy to use. And because it works so well, people consider PokerStars to have the best overall software. But it's debatable at this point between Full Tilt Poker. The tournament series here is just as big as anywhere else. Since the player pool is bigger, you'll find more fish. But there is a thing to mention that the best players play at PokerStars, so the games aren't quite as soft at some of the middle and higher stakes. So that's basically the quick overview of PokerStars. You'll see here in the tournament area, there's lots of tournaments always going on. So whether you're a ring game player or tournament player, you're going to find anything that you're looking for at PokerStars. They've got a pretty good VIP program. It's a little bit better than what is the standard for Full Tilt Poker. And overall, Full Tilt does kind of win the head-to-head battle. There's a lot of draws that we had, a lot of it's a tie. But in the end, PokerStars edged out Full Tilt Poker and really is the #1 poker site in the world.